There is a mindset quietly destroying African youth, not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly. It doesn't look like failure. It looks like responsibility. It looks like doing the right thing. And that's why it's dangerous. Because by the time you've realized what it's done to you, years have passed and your life looks like nothing you've imagined. Today, I want to talk about that mindset in depth, where it comes from, how it shapes your decisions, why it feels logical, and how it slowly limits your future, especially financially. Now, this video is not an attack, it's an explanation. Because once you understand this mindset, you can consciously choose something better. What the mindset actually is. The mindset is called survival thinking. Survival thinking is not stupidity, it's not laziness, it's not lack of ambition. It is a learned response to unstable environments. When you grow up in a place where money loses value quickly, jobs are scarce, one mistake can ruin everything, safety is not guaranteed, your brain adapts. It starts prioritizing security over growth, certainty over opportunity. So survival thinking sounds like, let me not risk what I already have. At least I'm better than nothing. This is safer, I'll try later. And here's the key point. Survival thinking is rational in unstable environments, but rational does not mean optimal. What protects you short-term can quietly destroy your long-term potential. How survival thinking shapes daily decisions. Survival thinking doesn't announce itself. It hides inside normal decisions. It shows up when you stay in a job that you've outgrown because it's secure. You avoid learning new skills because you're tired after work. You choose quick money over long-term systems, and you fear embarrassment over long-term stagnation. Now let's be honest. Many young Africans are exhausted, not lazy. They are mentally tired from financial pressure, family expectations, and responsibility at a young age. So survival thinking says, don't rock the boat. But wealth is built by rocking the boat strategically. If you never allow yourself to be uncomfortable, you never create leverage. And without leverage, you're capped. How this mindset is passed down. You have to understand that this mindset didn't start with you. It was passed down. Parents and elders often say things like, be grateful that you've got a job. At least you're earning something. Don't take unnecessary risks. And people like us don't do that. Now, these statements come from a place of love, from fear, and from experience. But they also transmit limits. Because when gratitude turns into fear of ambition, it becomes a cage. You start feeling guilty for wanting more. You begin to associate ambition with disrespect. So instead of asking, how far can I go? You ask yourself, how do I not lose what I've got? And that single shift changes your entire trajectory. The invisible cost of playing it safe. Playing it safe has a cost, but it's invisible. You don't necessarily feel it immediately. The cost shows up later as regret, missed compounding. It will turn into what-if thoughts. Now you have to understand that every year that you delay skill building, you delay compound growth. Every year that you avoid discomfort, you push success further away. You don't lose by failing early. You lose by never trying long enough to learn. Survival thinking avoids failure, but failure is how systems are built. The global difference in thinking. Now, in many developed environments, young people are taught, experiment early, fail fast, learn aggressively. Failure is treated like data. In survival environments, failure is treated as a disaster. So people don't experiment. But what they don't understand is that wealth comes from skill accumulation, repetition, iteration, and long-term vision. If failure feels fatal, you will always choose safety. And you need to understand that safety does not compound. How survival thinking affects money. Financially, survival thinking looks like living paycheck to paycheck, even when income grows, avoiding investments because they feel risky, buying status instead of assets, and no long-term financial plan. Survival thinking asks, how do I not lose? Wealth thinking asks, how do I build something that grows? Two very different questions and two very different outcomes. How to shift from survival to strategy. The shift does not happen overnight. It starts with awareness. You begin catching yourself when you think, this is too risky, let me stay comfortable, and what if it fails? Then you ask better questions. What skills can I build that compound? What system can I create? What does this look like in 5 to 10 years? You don't need reckless risks. What you need is calculated discomfort. That means learning high income skills, which I always talk about on this channel. Earning beyond borders, which means earning in stable currencies. Living below your means, which means living below what you earn. And reinvesting instead of upgrading lifestyle, which translates to living below your means. This is how survival turns into strategy. Final perspective. Survival thinking kept previous generations alive, but what you need to realize is that it will not take you where you want to go. You don't need to disrespect where you came from. You need to outgrow it. This channel exists to help African youth move from survival to strategy, income to assets, local thinking to global systems. If that's the shift that you're ready to make, subscribe, because the most dangerous thing is not failing. It's staying the same for too long.